welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a what I wore this month as far as my cloth pads. I've never done one of these videos before, but I thought it would be really fun to show you guys what I wear and what I like to wear. I have cloth pads from a lot of different makers. I've also made a ton of my own pads. I try and come up with a lot of different styles of pad to see what works best for me, and so you'll see a lot of different styles that I've made. This is going to be what I wore this month for the month of March, and so let's get into it. We'll start with the liners. I'll tell you who made them. I can't really remember what the core is on most of the ones that I did because I did a lot of them quite a few years ago before I got pregnant, and then I kind of stopped sewing when I got pregnant. So I don't quite remember what's the core in all of them, but I will tell you if I made them or if somebody else made them. So first off, these are the liners. This one I made. This is actually a different style. It has this fold in the back, and then it has these two little tiny inserts. This is all flannel. I think I saw this idea on Pinterest or something, so I wanted to try it and see if it would be a fun pad. It was actually a lot of extra work to make, and it doesn't really seem to be any different than the rest of my pads. I only made 2 of these, so I try and use it when I can. So that is a liner. This one is from Ding & Kenny. She actually no longer makes cloth pads, but I have a bunch of her regular style pads and I think 2 of her liners. So you might see those in future videos. I loved her pads. I wish she was still making them. This one here I made. Oops, there's a little bit there. So yeah, I used up some old fabric trying some new styles that I had, and so that's what I did with that. This one here is another one that I made, a way older style. These were some of the first ones that I ever made, this style. And this is another one I made, one of the first styles as well that I made. These actually work really well. I like them, and I like that the fleece on the back holds onto my underwear, so these work well. And then this was another one that I made. I saw this style in another lady's video, and I wanted to give it a try to see what it would look like because I have tons of flannel, and it just turned out to be a lot of work, and it turned out a bit smaller than I had anticipated, but I try and use it anyways. Right, those were the liners. And then as far as the regular pads, just another FYI too is I wear a pad every single day, so some of these are worn just as daily basis stuff, even though they may be irregular or whatever, but I do wear a pad every single day. So just to let you know, in the future when I do this, I might have a ton of liners in one and nothing in the other. So, but yeah, anyways, so these are the regulars. This is a new style that I just kind of tried. I saw it somewhere and I wanted to give it a try. I made it into a regular version. It just folds in the back, and then this folds over your underwear, and then you have the top here, and then when you fold it out, it folds it into a flat piece, so it actually is supposed to be easier to dry, easier to wash, that kind of thing. It's actually a really nice, comfortable style. I may end up making more of these in the future. This is actually just all flannel. I did show these in my cloth pad tutorial videos of something that you can make with all flannel, and this is one of them. 2 other regular ones that I made here I didn't make these. These are from Crafty Nook on Etsy. This here is not a stain. It is some sort of weird reaction with the fabric. But yeah, she's probably one of the cloth pad makers that I have the most pads out of. You will see them in future videos. I absolutely love her pads. She's got really cute designs, and they work really well. So she's got, hers are all cotton topped and fleece backed. And then this is another one of those regular ones that I showed you that I was trying the new style. This one just shows it with 2 different colored fabrics. Again, I really actually liked this style. I think it worked well, and I like that it unfolds so that it does dry quicker, and because this is flannel, it's only getting cozier, so it's actually really nice and soft, and I like this. So I will hopefully be making these again in the future. They weren't really that hard to make at all. They went pretty quickly because I do the blanket stitch on the outside, and I like that look, and it makes it go quicker. As far as my heavies, I have quite a few of these this time. This is one that I made. It was a style I tried a long time ago, cotton topped and fleece back. I did forget to say that with the exception of these two right here for my liners, these two are flannel. The rest of these were all cotton topped, fleece backed. I didn't mention that before. So yeah, this one is cotton topped, fleece backed. This one is from Little Bee Creations on Etsy. I have a ton of her pads as well. Some of her pads got a little weird with maybe staining and stuff, but I still super love her pads, and I will keep buying them even if they do end up staining or something. But there's that one. This is one I featured in my cloth pad tutorial video. It's a heavy pad, cotton top, fleece back. It ended up working really well. I used both of them this cycle. This is another one that I made a long time ago. It's a style I tried. I don't really like how I had flared the outsides, but overall the pad functions really well, so I will continue to use it. This is cotton top, fleece backed. Here's two more from Little Bee Creations, two more of her different designs, and these I think are like her 10-inch ones. These are ones I actually keep in the diaper bag with me for when we go out, when I'm out with my daughter. I keep them in the diaper bag. They're small enough, but they're also very heavy absorbency if I need that, so I can keep that in the diaper bag, and then I don't have to carry the really big bulky ones with me while I'm out. This is another one that I made. This one is flannel topped, fleece backed. Again, I did that weird style here, but it functions really well, so I will still use it. And then the other one from that cloth pad video, again, this is cotton topped and fleece backed. Then on to the really heavy ones. These are all 6 gonna be from Little Bee Creations, same size. These are all the 14-inch super heavies, just in different designs. I really love her pads. I own quite a few of them. I have quite a bit of a heavy flow, and so I really like her pads because they hold up really well and they can last me a while, and so I use hers a lot. Her pads get used a lot. And then as far as my overnights go, these are all ones that I made. I did end up ordering from Little Bee Creations some 16-inchers for overnight. These are 14. I used to use them for overnight, and they really just don't work. They're not long enough for me, so I made some of my own, and then I just ordered some from her as well. This is one that I made, flannel top, fleece back. This I made years ago. I remember there's a bunch of funny materials in here because I was trying something different, trying to see what would work, what would be best for overnight, for heavy flow. It is pretty thick, but I like it because then I know I'm covered. And I think this is a 16-inch as well, 15 or 16 inches. This one here is one that I made just recently, cotton-topped, fleece back. And this one I do remember I tried the bamboo fleece core to see how well that worked up for absorbency, and it did work quite well. This is a 16-inch. This one again is the older style. This is flannel top, fleece back, very thick. I want to say it's possibly toweling and some other stuff in there, but it works really well for overnights or even really heavy days, so I like that one. And then this is the other style that I just made too as well for overnight. It has the large flare on the bottom, and then it's just smaller at the top. This one is cotton topped, fleece backed, and it's got the bamboo fleece core to see how well that worked out, and it did really well. I think I did 3 layers in each of these to see how it did. So these are actually quite thin, but they did hold up for absorbency, which was nice. So that is everything that I wore this month, and hopefully I can do a couple more of these videos in the future, show you my stash and all my pads, and just kind of show you what I have, because I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of different styles. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.